What's up, you guys, and welcome to a whole new BeyHive edition episode of Toni Approved. If this is your first time checking out my channel, please make sure that you like and subscribe so you can stay in the know of everything that Toni Approved has coming at you guys. Okay, you guys, so as you know, this is our 4th of the month video. This is my 4th of the month video for BeyHive. Deidra Hills is here with us again, here to, you know, give her a little wisdom on Beyonce for the month. This particular video, I'm gonna focus on what she did throughout February, and we're gonna give a little bit of flashback to January. So we're basically gonna go over what Beyonce's basically been doing in 2020 so far.
It's just so much damn swag.
Okay, so you say you didn't see the NAACP awards, right?
No.
Okay, so see, she missed out. I didn't see it either. But Beyonce actually won 7 awards that night. She won Outstanding Variety Special, Variety Special for Homecoming. She won Outstanding Soundtrack for The Gift. She won Outstanding Song Traditional for Spirit, Outstanding Song Contemporary for Before I Let Go, Outstanding Album for Homecoming, Outstanding Duo for Brown Skin Girl, because it's her, Blue Ivy,
and old dude.
There we go. You said old dude. We ain't no better. And then Outstanding Female Artist, Beyonce. So, how you feel about Beyonce winning all these awards?
I mean, it's good. I mean, for The Lion King and Spirit and stuff, only the NAACP would have given her those awards.
You think so?
Yes.
And that's so sad.
Because everybody else, we already seen what happened with that. So that's good. At least she got recognized for it within her own community. You know, we give credit when credit is due. So,
and I'm so glad you said that, because that was my big, when I was reading through the list and the stuff that she won, I love the fact that not only she won 7 awards, but she won them for The Lion King and for Spirit, which, The Lion King for Spirit, for The Lion King, The Gift, and for Homecoming, because these were, Beyonce's always been Black focused and Black culture. People just haven't really paid attention to it as much, of how she's always incorporated African different things in her music and in how she moves and stuff like that. But for these 2 particular albums, this is specifically for us. Like, those albums remind me that I am Black. And I am full of melanin, and it just makes you feel good. Just, it wakes you up, man. It wakes you up.
Especially The Lion King. People sleep on the Gift album, but the Gift album is one of the most powerful albums that she's made. You can feel and hear the passion that she put behind it, and how she was really thinking of us and the African culture and
what we needed.
It was amazing. I absolutely love it. Like, Brown Skin Girl definitely deserved an award.
Definitely.
I can't even describe the feeling I feel when I listen to Brown Skin Girl. It's really something that we needed, and it's something that it was overdue. It was something that was needed. Yeah,
and even like the special thing about Brown Skin Girl is, when I listen to it myself, I mean, I don't want to be a girl, but listening to it and just the song is basically making little girls feel good about their skin tone, about being brown and being of a darker complexion. For me, I'm a darker skinned male, so just to hear like someone telling you like, your skin is beautiful, it is valuable, you know how powerful you are. I feel like I get as much from it, if not just a little bit less, because it's for girls. But I get almost the same thing from the song that a female would when it comes to celebrating our skin tone, because that's just it. So I was really happy about that.
And it hit different when you've grown up and you've had self-esteem issues. It hits different.
It does.
It hits different, especially not the second verse, the third verse. Beyonce's second verse, but the third verse of the song. Just listen to the words of that third verse and let me know how you feel in the comments.
Oh, have you looked in the mirror lately? Wish you could trade option, but your skin is glow like diamonds. Take me to everything alive, baby, know your worth. I love everything about your frame. Skin that was broken, me the same skin taking over.
And it's weird that you would say that, because like, for a song, okay, for a song like Pretty Hurts, for an example, I remember back in the day, I would listen to it when I was having one of those days where I didn't feel as confident in myself. And even though my situation didn't necessarily go completely with the song for the lyrics, I was still searching for that emotion. Now fast forward to The Lion King, you get a song like Bigger, which honestly was the emotion that I was searching for with Pretty Hurts, but the emotions are kind of similar but not the same, if that makes sense. So I appreciate songs like Bigger, because Bigger is really, oh my goodness. Bigger is that song that I think everybody, if you really love Beyonce and have dealt with some personal things, you've looked for that emotion throughout her music. So to just get Bigger, it's like, yes, that's it.
The words are just very powerful. She spoke life into the album. She spoke light into the album, and she spoke it into the people who were listening to the album. She knew that it was needed for today's culture and what was going on in the world. And I think that album really should be brought out to the forefront more. So I'm glad it got recognized by NAACP.
Me too. And didn't she show up to, isn't that the award show she showed up to last year? Where it was like a frenzy, her and Jay-Z showed up.
No idea.
And she was in that white. Yeah, because Ghost tried to kiss her. Remember?
Absolutely.
Yes, that was at the NAACP. Yeah, so she showed up last year. So shout out to Beyonce, because she don't show up to every award show. So she at least showed up to the NAACP Awards. First of all, we want to say, send our condolences and prayers once again to everybody that was affected through the Kobe Bryant tragedy. And everybody say, oh, I send a prayer, I pray. But no, I legit have prayed for Kobe's wife, Kobe's children, and the families of all of the survivors, because death is something that until it really hits you closely, you don't realize how much of a beast death is. And you can just, it's just different now. So definitely send our prayers to Vanessa and everybody that was affected within this tragedy. Not to get super excited about a sad event, but one thing that I did like about the event, just when it comes to Beyonce's part in particular, I like the fact that, they introduced her as Beyonce Knows Harder. That is just so powerful. And the way they introduced her, you didn't necessarily think it was going to be Beyonce, because they talked about the fact that this was somebody that was close to Kobe. And people have been giving Beyonce the most about that, trying to say that, you know, she wasn't super close with Kobe and da-da-da. But no, videos and stuff have come out to where Kobe and Vanessa was at Beyonce's push party for the twins. They've showed pictures of Beyonce and Vanessa hugging while they was on tour. Kobe and Vanessa was at the On the Run tour, Jay-Z and Beyonce's last tour. So Beyonce's not public with her personal life, so why would she publicly show you everybody that she's super cool with? Right. You just gonna know.
And then at the end of the day, what does it matter?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, when somebody's going through something, a tragic loss like that, Beyonce, at the end of the day, she's a mother, she's a wife. So it doesn't matter if she was her friend or not. She felt every ounce of pain that Vanessa was going through. So it doesn't matter if she's a friend or not. She's a wife, she's a mother, she's a human. So that's the main point of it. But I loved that they did invite Beyonce to perform at the service, the celebration, because she brought a lightness to the room. Everybody gathered there for a very somber event, and you know, people weren't in the best of moods, but she just brought a light and a freshness, just opening that up with her beautiful voice, which the vocals were absolutely flawless. Oh my goodness. And she just knows what to do. She knows how to orchestrate a performance to where it's appropriate for that type of event. It was just magnificent. The way she put it together, absolutely 100% magnificent. Vocally wise, I love the choir that was behind her. She brought in, if I'm not mistaken, she brought in some of the backgrounds that they originally did for Halo when her and Jay-Z did the On the Run tour when they performed in Africa a couple years ago. That Halo performance kind of reminded me a little bit of it. How she slowed it down on I'm messing with the lip. On Halo.
Yeah, she slowed it down on Halo. right before she gets to right at the end, I got my angel now. It feels like I've been awakened. Just the way she slowed it down, it was just so beautiful, and it was definitely a moment.
It was a moment. She set the scene. When she said that, and the way she had the orchestra and the violins, and the way she just really slowed down that whole section of the verse just to let it sink in, you could if you really were into the moment and you were in that moment, then when she did that particular part, all you could see was heaven opening up, and you could see the sun shining down on Vanessa and her kids at that moment. And it was just so beautiful. It was very warming. It wasn't necessarily sad, but you know, it put like a little smirk on your face. It gave you that little ounce of hope and happiness that, you know, they're okay. You know, they're an angel. You know, they have their halos. And it just, it was absolutely perfect how she did that. She changed the words that might have been sensitive in that situation.
For EXO, yes.
People might not pay attention to lyrics. I'm a big lyric person. So for EXO, she changed the words. Instead of saying crashing into you, she said laughing into you.
Right.
Instead of saying you kill me, boy EXO, she said you kiss me, boy EXO. So, you know, being very conscious of, you know, what to say, what would trigger people. So that was really good as well.
Yeah, she's definitely learned. Because I even remember when EXO first came out, I remember because she had the NASA recording at the very end, at the beginning, and I didn't take offense to it. I assumed that she was connecting it to what the song was talking about. But there were individuals who, you can't tell people how to feel. There were individuals who, I guess, were families of the survivors from that situation, didn't really take that too well and thought that she was kind of using it, I guess, for clout or, you know, being disrespectful, whatever.
But if they took the time out, and if they took the malicious intent out of their thinking, and they actually listened to the words, I think it was a beautiful gesture that Beyonce did for them. Too. Thought it was absolutely beautiful. Now that she done performed it at Kobe funeral, I bet you they ain't saying that now.
Right. Exactly.
Now it done became a whole funeral service song.
And BeyHive members like us, the moment she started singing, we was like, oh my God, this is so appropriate. Because that was my first thing. When they said her name, I'm like, oh damn, what is Beyonce gonna perform? Because I don't know if she's gonna perform her music or she's gonna perform a cover of somebody else. And then she started with EXO, and I'm like,
way past covers.
When she did EXO, and EXO is a special song because the lyrics, when she say nobody sees what we see, they're just hopelessly gazing. As fans, that's really like a line for us. Like, really, nobody sees what Beyonce and the BeyHive sees, and nobody understands that connection. So just to know that she took a song like that and brought it to a celebration of life to such a legend like Kobe Bryant, because I'm somebody, I don't follow sports, but I promise, if I could never name any other sports player of any type of sports, I always knew Shaq and Kobe. Always. You don't have to be a fan of basketball. You could have not even watched a complete game of Kobe, but you know who Kobe Bryant is.
It's like a few sports. It's like it's only like if somebody told you to name sports legends, you're going to only name a few.
Right.
Kobe, LeBron, Michael, Shaq.
And no disrespect
Serena.
to Michael Jordan.
Like you just go for like the ones who've made the most impact in their career. So it's not necessarily a dig at anybody else. It's just that these people have created careers and names and brands for themselves and taken themselves to a whole nother level. Just like Beyonce.
Yep. That they're able to get the attention of people who don't watch sports. And when I said no disrespect to Michael, the reason why I said Kobe and Shaq the way I did was because Michael was a little bit before our generation. So for our generation, we had Kobe and Shaq. Okay.
Back to this Beyonce performance. That Halo, the end of Halo. So coming out of I Got My Angel Now, it was a sweet, savory moment that she created, but had we rested in that moment too long, then the energy would have come down in the room. Completely. It would have gotten sad. So as soon as she went out of the slow, standing in the light of Halo, I Got My Angel Now, immediately the orchestra picked up very heavy with drums, horns, strings, and the choir came in as well. So it was super heavy, and I loved the fact that she did that because it didn't give you a moment to sulk. You didn't have that time to sulk. She kept it up. Like, this is a celebration. Let's not forget. This is also a sad moment, but this is a celebration. So let's pick it back up. She went in the halo, and after she picked it up, she banged it out from there. When I tell you, I've never heard Beyonce put the type of force that she put behind them runs and her ad-libs at the end. You could tell that it was coming from a genuine place. You could tell that she was very empathetic, and she felt everything that Vanessa was feeling, and she was able to convey that to her and to everybody in a way to where we felt like we were at the celebration, but it wasn't a sad moment. How Beyonce does in her concerts, like she always say, when you come to a Beyonce concert, that hour or 2 hours, that's 2 hours for you to escape whatever you thinking about, whatever's going on at home, whatever's going on in your job, relationships. That 2 hours with her in that space is a space for you to escape and for you to enjoy yourself in that moment. And she took that 2 hour experience and condensed it into like 8 minutes. And I thought that was the most amazing. Artists cannot do that today. You have to be a certain type of artist in order to take that same energy that you would pack and fill a room with 2 hours of performances and lights. And she took that and condensed it into 8 minutes with strings, simple lighting, and a mic. And I think it was the most beautiful thing ever. Everybody can't do that. Only Beyonce could do that. Only Beyonce could do that. You probably had people before Beyonce who could do that, but tell me somebody who can do that. I'll wait. I will. You can put it in the comments if you'd like, but I'm pretty sure I disagree. But yeah, only Beyonce can do that. I think it was just amazing. She's one of those artists that, you know, she just make you forget about whatever's going on, whatever songs, her voice it's captivating.
What do you think about what she was wearing?
Her
both
suit
times, because we got two pictures. We got the suit, we got the performance, and
we got sound check. So sound check was really cute. Sound check was Beyonce. I love when Beyonce do Beyonce stuff. So she had on cute mom jeans. Love when she wears mom jeans. He don't know about the mom jeans. She had on super cute mom jeans and, you know, her little Lakers jersey with the long sleeve tee underneath. I thought that was super cute. So Beyonce fashion. And then her nails, I thought that was absolutely cute. We know Beyonce loved to play with her nails from time to time. So I was here for it. The Kobe and the GiGi, that was perfect. That was perfect. And I love the gold suit that she had on for the actual performance. It's a really nice tailored suit. I really like the suit. I thought her makeup was flawless. And I like that she went with gold, because everybody would have thought, you know, oh, let me do purple. But most people wouldn't have thought. I mean, I would have thought to go with gold, but most people came in purple, but I would have also thought to come in gold.
And I ain't gonna lie, that was a moment where it kind of reminds you that she is Beyonce, because everybody else is in purple and Queen Bee is in gold.
Yeah, why would I come with the obvious?
Man.
Let's shake it up. I'm surprised she didn't wear white.
Because she had the choir in white.
That's true.
I'm Beyonce.
I'm surprised she didn't wear white, because I was looking for Vanessa to have on white, but Vanessa had on black.
Ooh,
so man. I knew whatever color Vanessa had on, I knew Beyonce wasn't gonna have on that color. Number one, I knew that for a fact. So, but I thought she would have came in white. But then again, I thought Vanessa would have wore purple and gold.
Yeah.
But no, she wanted to wear black. She, you could tell that she knew that people needed that. Kobe fans needed that, because when it's somebody big like that, like just how we had for Michael, just how we had for Nipsey, I feel like when you are that big of an artist or a name and you've impacted people in this world, I feel like it's not fair for the people who supported you throughout your career to not be able to come say goodbye. So I appreciate Vanessa for doing that for Kobe fans and for people who were affected by the loss of Kobe and GiGi and everybody else that was involved in the crash. So I really appreciated that. And and I would only expect that from the Cardinals family if, you know, we ever got to that day. But I would expect that from the Cardinals family, because, you know, we invest a lot, and that's like somebody in our family. Like, you know, what? I need to come. Yeah, that would be a big issue with me. And they get a very, very, very long letter from me if I was not able to bid my Beyonce goodbye. That would just be the worst thing in the world.